you can maybe rattle a young kid by goading him into a brawl, but so far, Savdon's holding his ground, still boxing it out. Man, he has got some smoke on that left hook, but he just ate another clean shot that time from Savdon. So I'm starting to see a little bit of blood just starting to collect in the nose of Denis Savdon's now. Savdon's out of range for that one. Ooh, he caught him good again. Laughing at his opponent, but those shots are going to add up. You can't take too many of them. Hard shot down to the body that time as well. It looks to me like Stupalo, his reflexes are starting to slow down just a little bit. Earlier on in the rounds, he was able to avoid a lot of those shots with his head movements. That's not happening anymore here.
Pateicamies kompānijai LMK Group, kompānijai, kura šogad ir 30 gadi, kompānijai, kura atbalsta boksu, kompānijai, kas jau rīko LMK boxing turnīrus.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights from that round there. A very entertaining round from these two. Ivan Stupalo really putting on a show in there, smiling at his opponent, laughing at his opponent, keeping his hands way down below his waist. He paid for it, though, a couple of times. You can see that shot, that right hook wobbled him just a little bit there. Savdon's opens up round number 4 with a right hook that connects to the side of the skull of Ivan Stupalo. 1-2 combination there from the Latvian. Savdon 6 years younger than his Croatian opponent. And with a record of 2-0, undefeated coming in here, Stupalo 12-12. Seasoned pro who made his debut back in 2013. So in those 5 years, he's really had a lot of fights. Savdon's debuted last year and just has 2 fights. So as far as the amount of rounds they've put in, obviously Stupalo a lot more experienced in there, but he has been taking some punishment lately in the past couple of rounds. See what he's got left. You judge him by his body language, he's not too bothered by it, but those will add up as the fight goes on and pay dividends. Stupalo's not been able to really get inside now, as again he puts his hands behind his back. He is at a little bit of a height and reach disadvantage, and he has not really been able to get in the scoring distance here very often in this past round and a half or so. Which tells me that Savdon's doing a great job of controlling the distance. We haven't seen a whole lot of infighting in this matchup. Left hand scored right down the middle. Stupalo's really got some powerful short hooks, but he hasn't been able to really put them to work after that first round. If he can get inside and use that power just like that, then that's what he needs to do. That's where he's going to do his damage, with those short, powerful hooks. But so far, Savdon's, after making some adjustments in that first round, has really been able to do a good job at controlling the distance here. Here comes Stupalo breaking the barrier, just going right inside on his opponent. He's a very quick, powerful fighter, and if he can just explode like that on his opponent, it would be to his advantage. Savdon's left hand, and that'll do it for round number 4. Well, some highlights there. I think another good round for Savdon's. Cibalo really came out firing there in round number 1, and then it's kind of been downhill, in my opinion, for him in the subsequent rounds. Does seem to be some blood still, a little bit of blood now, coming out of the nose of Savdon's, but nothing extremely serious. Corner there checking the nose to see if it's maybe not broken or could have a deviated septum. And we're underway for round number 5. Zupalo with a warning shot there. Big, powerful left hook. Like I said, not too often we see this positioning from the fighters, but it could be a sign of the fatigue starting to play a role. Certainly can see that Stupalo is starting to feel the pace of this fight. He has slowed down noticeably, and his reflexes not what they used to be in the first couple rounds. As a result, he's catching more shots.